Hello and welcome back everyone. So today we are going to be continuing with our Forza Horizon 5, and in last video, which was the first video I made for this game, we started with the game. We just played the introduction and and we had a look over some of the main features of the game, but I paused the game for the next time, for this time. And now today we are going to be, I in previous video I already picked up a character already, and now we are going to be continuing our campaign from now. So let's continue. And for all those who wants to be who wants to play this game and are looking for some kind of system requirements, then I would suggest that I'm currently using a GTX 1650 Super overclocked edition by MSI, and this GPU is an amazing GPU for a budget range of computer, and it is coupled with Ryzen 5 3600, which is a 6 core 12 thread processor. And the you can see the graphics, all the wait you can see the graphic configuration I'm playing currently on with my GPU, and all the configurations are can go up to ultra and all, but for that I had to be restarting the game. So I didn't restart, and those settings did not implement, they got to be implement. So now I will make a quick restart for this game, and then we are going to be continuing. So everything I'm going to be making ultra for the graphic settings, and this graphic card is enough to play this game on ultra. So let's put everything on ultra and restart, because all these settings needs restart, for which I didn't apply. And yeah, okay, so I will be giving it a quick restart. So the game is so I have restarted the game, and now you can see the performance of a GTX 1650 Super with a Ryzen 5 3600. I'm in Within the game, I'm also going to be showing you the performance of the GPU and the CPU as well, so you can also have a look over to it. And for those who are looking to purchase this GPU and CPU, you can uh, have a look over into my description area for the video, and there you can have a link to both the things. So currently, as I have applied the new graphic settings, the game is optimizing itself and the PC as well. According to my PC. So we will be waiting for that. And we are back into the game, guys. So while the introduction was over, and after I picked up the character, we land up into the Forza Horizon festival at Mexico. So now we are at the festival, and I was driving this Mercedes. I still don't know the name of this roadster by Mercedes, but it is a new roadster by Mercedes, which has been introduced into this game. And if you haven't watched the first video, which was the introductory video and was the amazing video, then you should be looking for it in the link I'm dropping a link in the description for the video as well, for the first part. So now it is the introduction going on, and I have picked up my character as well. So this is my character at the right corner.
Your pronunciation was muy bien, by the way.
Getting better. Listen, if you plan on stopping by the festival at any point, you'll need one of these.
No promises, jefa.
I believe this is yours. How was your flight?
Not bad.
So he's my
You
character.
bet. Come on. Rami will handle expeditions. I will coordinate festival logistics, which just leaves.
Primita, ven.
What do you call primita, primito? I saw what you did in the UK. Vamos a hacer de banda.
California, right? If the rumors about what you can do with an engine are true, I'm sure we will.
Oh, speaking of, did we get our delivery? Arrived this morning.
And the graphics are pretty much amazing, and they are a little bit better than the Forza Horizon 4.
But which one are you taking out
And
first?
of course this is a new game, but the graphics are not that too much better, but they are pretty much good. I mean, better than the fourth part. So now, as in all Forza, we have to be picking up a car, and here we have a Corvette Stingray, and Ford Bronco, and Toyota GR Supra. So I believe the Supra, obviously Supra is a tuner, and a tuner car. I mean, we can do a good drift. We can do great drifts with this car, but it is going to be pretty much balanced. And this is for the off-road, I believe. And of course, Corvette is a exotic and a mixture of a tuner car, so we can do both of the things with this car. And they're not great being off-road, but for now I'm only going to be picking up a fast car, so I'm going up with Corvette.
With a Corvette.
And the new model of Corvette is really superb. Look at the looks. I mean, the looks at the back of the car are really amazing. So let's get in.
Gotta be the Corvette.
Who don't know?
How about a personalized number plate?
Okay, so I'm going to be picking up my own screen name. So this is my screen name, and it is usually my screen name in every game. And now we have to pick up an emblem. So there are only 3 type of emblems. Yeah. I'll pick up this one, and let's go. So let's continue. Okay, so we are having race. No, we are not having race with them.
Hey Ace, talk about making an entrance. I know you've just arrived, but our first showcase is ready to roll. We just need our superstar.
Okay, so we have to go to On a Wing and a Prayer showcase. Okay, so let's go.
Hope you're ready for this.
And as I told you, I'm running this game over GTX 1650 Super, and you can see that I'm playing it on Ultra mode with the CPU of, I mean, I have a CPU Ryzen 5 3600, 6 core 12 thread. So this combo is pretty much up to the mark to play any game from medium to ultra graphic settings. I mean, this is really amazing. In a budget category, I would be suggesting this configuration only, and I'm also putting down the links in description below for both of the graphic card and the processor. So let's continue, and you can have a look over the graphics. Like, I mean, just have a look over the graphics. They are superb. I mean, I'm also appreciating the game with the GPU as well. Look at the road, look at the texture on the road, look at the reflection. So let's continue. So performing a near miss will give you some points. Okay, so and rewinding is a really great feature in this game. I really love rewinding. Okay, so I apologize for the Steam settings. I mean there was the error for that. So actually, I'm playing this game on a keyboard. So that's why I mean this game is meant to be played with a controller or a steering wheel controller, but I'm playing it on a keyboard, so you can expect these mistakes pretty often. And there seems to be some kind of a racing checkpoint, and maybe we are going to be starting with a race here. Let's see. Yeah, it seems to be a race only. At the stage. I mean, again, is it the same stage, or maybe we have arrived over to a new event on a wing and a prayer?
I'm not completely sure what your next showcase opponent is planning. Said he had a few surprises in the hold of that cargo plane.
Okay. Mm, that's a difficulty. I mean, that's a. Oh. So there are a lot of these settings. I will be having a look over to them later on. Okay, so we cannot tune this car. Starting grid. Okay, so let's start with the race only.
This is Scotty Tyler broadcasting to you live from a plane. This time we are throwing everything we have got at this superstar.
So I'm currently at the 4th position, and maybe this plane is going to drop the cars. Maybe like in the introduction. Huh? What was that? And in the beginning, in the beginning of the gameplay, you can struggle to figure out the path because the blue line is not quite visible into the grass, so it can be a bit tough at times. I was trying to do a drift roll, but I didn't. I mean, it's not possible in this game straight away. Like in asphalt, you can do it pretty much easily. And I still don't know where are those other 3 players because I'm at the 4th position right now.
What's it gonna take to beat this superstar? Let's
This is a sprint race, 33% complete.
Hey, the cargo doors are opening. You want me to shut this?
Okay, I think the plane is going to be dropping the opponents onto the track, and yes, it is dropping opponents onto the track, but they are the bikers. That's cool.
Now it's a race horizon. Superstar driver versus daredevil biker. Who you got?
And as I told you in the first video, that the physics in this game is pretty much up to the mark of reality. I mean, it's nothing like, it is way better than Need for Speed. and other games. So you have to be driving like you are driving into the real world. You cannot just drive like crazy and expect the walls are going to be turning your car and support and anything else. I mean, it is so much real that you have to be driving like a person driving in a real life. You can see that I have to apply a lot of brakes while I'm turning into these all through these streets. So we have to be doing like this, like we do in real world. Checkpoint missed. Okay. How do I miss that? Yeah. Okay, I have to pass through these green marks. And I'm at the 3rd position right now, okay? I'm at the 4th position. How come that possible? Okay, so this car is not, I mean the RPM was pretty much low. I cannot drift properly. And the race is about to get over.
Wait, is that a wingsuit?
Really? Whoa, what a ramp. What a ramp it is.
I'm afraid and this kid is not stopping.
Okay, so I ended up at 3rd position. I didn't like the car. It was so bad a car. Finished 2nd, okay. I don't know how do I finished 2nd, but it says so. We'll accept that. Okay. So continue. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to be earning by doing this.
That was incredible! As a thank you from Horizon, you can keep the car.
We can keep the car. Whoa, on a wing. That's cool. So I'm usually I don't play car games onto my channel, and this is the first car game I'm showcasing over to my channel. So please do support my video if you found it video fun, and if you like it, then do consider hitting the like button. And I'm going to be coming up with a lot of more videos regarding this game, when I'm going to be covering up some important checkpoints into the game. And I'm really grateful for your support. Stay tuned like this, and also visit my channel for other games as well. And now we are free to drive, I think so.
Is talking about you.
Okay, we have to return to the festival site.
What do you want to do next?
Cheers, Amy. It's easy.
And as I told you, I don't usually play these games over to my channel. I actually have never played Forza Horizon 4 as well. I mean, just a couple of times. So I don't know the dynamics of the game. So I don't. I'm still learning how to do things into this game, and how do we get into the races, and how do we excel into the
Skill point.
campaign. So it still
Use your
requires.
skill point here to unlock perks.
Okay.
Every car has its own set, offering unique bonuses. Skill points can be spent on any car you own.
So we can spend the skill points now, and I only have one skill point. Okay, so what is this? Humble brag. Gain an instant 3000 XP from owning this car. Okay, and you earn an extra 20% XP for the next 10 road races events. Instant super wheel spin. I'm going to picking up this only, and let's go and earn some more skill points. and I really love these graphics in this game. They are so much pretty, so much marvelous. If you, I mean, if you're going to record a video into of this game and show it to a person who don't know, I mean, without telling them that this is a game,
I've had a few
then
requests
they
come
are
in.
just going to be
I'm in
believing
need of a
you
talented
that this is
driver.
reality.
Care to take a look? My friend Carmen is looking to photograph some storms in the area, and she's asked for
Okay.
a driver with strong off-road skills. And Alejandra's requested a driver to help her search for a long-lost Vocho. With a bit of time before the next big event, who should we contact first?
So we have objective now. So I'll head towards the
Roger that.
Carmen
I'll let Alejandra know
for
you're
the
on
photography
later.
of the storm. And I really like these markings. I mean, if you play Need for Speed, then the markings are going to be above your head or they are going to be blocking your way through. But this way, it is so much amazing.
Have you ever chased after a Mexican
And you
duck
can see
before?
that I'm hitting the car so much because I am pretty much used to playing Need for Speed, and in that game the physics is not that up to the reality of the real world, but into this game the physics is so much real that you have to be driving like you are driving in reality. Okay. Well. So I'm at the destination, but I cannot see anyone there. Okay, I have to click on start. Yeah. Uh, El Camino presents into the storm. Prove you're the fastest photographer at the festival. Okay. Uh, let's select this thing and let's go.
Oh, you're the driver everyone talks about. Haley's asked for pictures of all the cars at the festival. It's called Horizon Promo, and obviously, we want action shots, fast ones.
I can do fast. Let's
So
go.
we are going to be driving a Jeep, I think. This car. Yeah.
For Horizon Promo, you just
And
need
where
to
is
take a
our
picture
car?
of your car.
I cannot see.
It'll look better with a little drama. Let's head into the storm and find the
Okay.
perfect location.
So we just have to cover up this race as fast as I can. I mean, she's going to be taking pictures, but in reality, this is a time-based race. No, that was a big mistake. Yeah, continue.
Some people believe mysterious things.
Really? I mean, this is so much tough sometimes if you are not going to be doing it properly.
Like these. There's even a story of an explorer who got lost in a storm.
I'm convinced that this car is pretty much bad in handling because I'm not able to control it. Look at it. I mean, I'm applying brakes and still I'm just struggling.
Of course, but want to see if we can find it?
I'll take any excuse to drive this car through the heart of a storm.
So I had to pause for a moment. And we have to cover it into within 8 minutes and 20 seconds. This car is pretty tough to drive. I mean, it is a Jeep, but still it is so imbalanced. Pretty much longer. And yes, we have to be taking it off-road as well. Mm. Okay, so we can open photo mode. Yeah, I forgot that we can open the photo mode as well. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yeah. I mean, I cannot turn this car properly.
Do you see it in the sun?
Oh.
Picture of that statue.
wait. Yeah. So we have to take it ourselves. So we have to take it like this. Yeah. Challenge complete. Okay. Okay. So I'll name it as Forza statue, and let's go. I think that's it. So we have to do it 3 times, I think so. We have to
Oh,
take
this
3
is
photos
amazing.
maybe.
The photos look great.
No, that's it.
Not supposed to be any statues like that near here.
Okay.
Perhaps it was
So it's complete.
uncovered by the storm.
Yeah, that must be it. Okay, I'll get these photos to Haley. We should go treasure hunting again soon, eh? I'll call you.
So of course, this is the beginning of the campaign. So this task was pretty much small and easy, and I believe it is going to be getting tough with time.
Hey Ace, we've kicked off a whole bunch of new events, so it's time for you to get out there and show us what a superstar can do. Everything you do earns you accolades. Think of them as mini challenges that cover races, stunts, exploration, everything. If you earn enough accolades, we'll be able to expand and kick off the next chapter of the Horizon adventure. So, what do you want to do first?
Okay, so let's complete some events. Having a look over to the events, and what we can do. I still don't know if this is a race or something else. I don't know. Okay, let's go here.
Gotta be PR
Are they
stunts.
going to be stunts? Look at the graphics. Look at this. Look at the drops. Look at these drops. They are so real. And look at the reflections to the drops. They are so real. They are so amazing. So let's dive up to the event, and there we are going to be doing the PR stunts. I don't know what PR stunts are going to be. This game is seriously amazing. The graphics are seriously amazing. I mean, it is raining, so we are facing some difficulties. I mean, and the car is so slippery. The road is slow, so slippery. And we are about to reach the location.
Angelica Garcia on Horizon XS. So, Haley told me all about how our superstar is helping to promote
Okay.
and build the festival, and I want to do my part too. So, what do I do? Win races, take on daring PR stunts, go exploring. Horizon. I'm gonna leave this one to the experts. But hey, there's one way I can help. Playing records like this.
200 yards. Turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
And the roads are so slippery due to the rain, of course. Okay, we have to take a off-road turn. that's it for today, and I will be completing this race already, and you can watch it, but I will be wrapping up with the commentary so that you can have a look over to the whole race independently. So stay tuned for more videos soon, and do hit the like button if you like my video, and consider subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
That's the start gate to a trailblazer. Now all you have to do is hit the finish gate. Go, go, go! Trailblazed. What did you think?